Hello and welcome back to the Green Sage. I am out of town for work currently, so you get to see my face. The pictures that you saw on the thumbnail to choose this video, those are the cards, the piles that you will be choosing from. So let's get right into it. I don't have a ton of space on my phone because I've been taking a lot of pictures on this trip, and I don't want to delete them just yet. I need time to get them onto the computer so I can save them. So I'm not going to be editing this video. We're just going to get right into it. I will post the timestamps as usual, but this will be your week ahead reading. So let me show you the piles. We have pile 1 with leadership, pile 2 with overcoming difficulties, pile 3 with brilliant idea, pile 4 with sensitivity, and pile 5 with clairsentience. I did shuffle for these cards, so I will be incorporating them into your messages. Choose the pile or multiple piles that are speaking to you and find your timestamps in the description box. Yeah, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is not how I typically do things, but you know, you just have to roll with the flow sometimes, right? That's how spirituality actually works. So I'm going to get started with pile 1. You can find your timestamps in the description box and then fast forward to the pile or multiple piles that you have chosen. See you there. Pile 1, leadership pile. Your card says, Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So what this is telling me is that this week ahead, you're going to be working very closely with Archangel Gabriel, even if you don't realize it. The trumpet in this pile is really making me feel like the time is now. And the card says it is time for you. So I feel like you're being awakened in some way to claim your leadership position, the position that your soul chose to embark upon in this life. The yellow here tells me that this really has to do strongly with your solar plexus. So that's, where your confidence comes in. You're really going to have to be very confident to step into this role. And maybe that's something that you've been working on already. Maybe you've been really working on healing your solar plexus chakra, opening that up, balancing it out. But this week, whatever it is, you're going to be called to step up in some way. I've already pulled all the cards just because, right? I don't have a lot of time to pull them all on video. But your first card out is Regeneration 46. It wanted to come out in reverse. I feel like you've been fighting this, or you might fight this transformation, this renewing of yourself. You might be trying to fight it this week, and you're really being called to no longer do that, to allow this ending of the old version of yourself to take place and to step into this new version of yourself. 46 reduces to a 10 in numerology, so that is the ending that I'm talking about. And the beginning that Archangel Gabriel is trying to get you to step into is finally stepping into your role as the leader that you were meant to be when you incarnated on this plane. But let's read this card for you since it has a protection message. It says, endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die. so that something better can take its place. Something great is coming in for you, pile one. Oh, but you have to allow, right? The key word is allow. Allow this ending to take place for you, because it will be so much easier to see the rainbow on the other side of this storm, whatever you're going through this week. Nature's cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. And maybe that's why I was feeling like you've been fighting it. Maybe this is something that has, that you felt that's been coming on, trying to come into your life for a long time, and you have really been trying to fight it. Change is hard. Whatever is trying to change in your life right now, let it flow. Because there will be a beautiful rainbow with a beautiful pot of some sort of abundance after this ending takes place for you, and you allow that new beginning to happen. Next card out is Courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Maybe what you've been trying to fight is not allowing yourself to be your authentic self. Maybe you've been trying to fit in with everyone else and their beliefs and what they think and what they do, and that's just not who you are. What is this? Sort of like indigo. So that tells me this is your third eye. There's something about you. I want to say you have some strong intuitive skills, even if you don't know that yet. And you're being nudged to go in this new direction. And like I said, it's probably something that you've been struggling with, thinking about. It's been popping up in your head, popping up around you from time to time, and you've really been trying to fight it. But this week, it's time for that change. It's time for you to have the courage that you need to allow this change to happen. And this change just may be a career transition. Archangel Chamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. You might decide to finally leave a job this week. You may get fired. You know, that's never something that any of us wants, but if you have been putting it off and not allowing it to happen, even though you say how much you dislike your job, you say how much you dislike your coworkers or whatever it is, the universe just might make that happen for you this week. And it may not even, if that's not you, if you have not been that person, right? Thinking that you hate your job, you hate your coworkers, you want something different. Don't think that you're gonna get fired. Please don't think that. I just have to read the cards and relay any messages as they come up. So you can prepare yourself in the event that it does happen, if you think that may be for you. You may be promoted at a job and given more responsibility, placed into a leadership role. But even if this isn't, like your 9 to 5, like your legit 9 to 5, this could be you starting a side hustle that you really believe in, that you really believe that people will benefit from. If that's been something that's on your mind, then allow that to happen this week. It could just be change within your life in general, how you live your life, how you navigate within your friend circle, within your family. Maybe speaking up more about what it is that you believe in and finally just allowing people to see the real you. Like I said, maybe there's just parts of yourself. Maybe you've not allowed yourself to be fully authentic with the people around you, to share who you really are deep down. And this week, I want to say you're going to be given an opportunity to do that. Whether that is within your family, within work, within friendships. And you're really being called, right, with this trumpet, to take that opportunity, to step into who you're meant to be, to allow yourself to finally be seen for who you really are. Maybe that's how you're regenerating. Maybe you've always sort of hidden away parts of yourself. And this week, you're being called to no longer hide yourself away. Your tarot cards out are the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. These go so perfectly with the cards that already came out. You're really being called to let go of any worries and fears and stress. Allow your mind to rest and no longer overthink itself on who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, if you can say this, if you can dress that way, worrying about how other people may view you even. And to set out on a new path of a new passionate path, a new authentic to self path. This could be, with this Knight of Pentacles also, it could be a new career. It could be you starting a business, starting a blog. If you know, there's something that you feel that you have to share with the world. This could be you getting that leadership position at work and starting, on a new path within the same place, so to speak. But this is you being courageous enough to go after what it is that you have had on your heart. This is a new, stable, solid, secure beginning in something. And I'm really feeling it's being your authentic self. But as I said, it could be within relationship. Maybe I didn't say that. It could be within relationships, romantic relationships, your family, how you want to lead your family, right? And it could be within job. We do have the career transition plus the Wands and the Pentacles. It's something that's been on your mind for a long time, something that you've been considering, thinking about, worrying about, stressing about. Whatever that is for you, that is where this regeneration for yourself is trying to take place in the next 7 days. You're being called to let go of those worries, to give them to a higher power, and to follow your calling. Follow this calling that the angels are trying to bring in for you. It's going to be stormy. It's going to be rocky. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to question if you did the right thing. But in the long run, right, because this Knight of Pentacles, it's one of the slowest moving knights. But Pentacles are meant to be for the long term. They're meant to be enduring. Whatever this transition that is happening for you, it will endure. It will have longevity. You are just being called this week to really step up and take the first steps towards it. And then Spirit will meet you the rest of the way. So pile one, these have been your messages. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Allow yourself to be seen this week for who you are. It's going to lead to some amazing things. I love you all so much. Goodbye. Pile two, with overcoming difficulties. These will be your messages. Your card says, Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. You may be seeing feathers this week. If you see feathers, know that that is Archangel Jeremiah coming in to remind you that the worst is now behind you, that you've survived, right? Everything that has been thrown your way this far, and anything that comes up in the future over these next 7 days and beyond, you will be able to make it through. You'll be able to endure because you have already experienced the worst of the worst. The blue on here makes me think of swords energy, the throat chakra. So this could be overcoming the difficulties within your own mind, overthinking, worrying, stress, anxiety, depressions. Or you may even be called this week to speak up, stand up for yourself in some way. Maybe you're afraid to do that, to speak up for yourself. And Jeremiah wants you to remember that you've already been through so much. And whatever is coming up this week that you have to speak on, that you think about, whatever it is, it's nothing compared to what you've been through. So get out of your comfort zone and allow yourself to move through it, whatever it is that comes up. Your next card out, happy 26, reduces to an 8, abundance. It's about time for you to stand in the sun. Pile two. Going to read this card for you just because, why not? 26, happy. Prosperity message. This is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. Something is going to bring you joy this week. And Archangel Jeremiah really wants you to bask in that joy. My legs, my whole body is now tingling for you, so someone needs to hear this. The worst is over, right? It's okay to allow yourself to be happy and to really bask in the joy of whatever good is coming to you this week. It could be a message that comes in from someone. It could just be you just allowing yourself to be happy, to not feel worried, to not feel consumed that the other shoe may drop. Beautiful. Allow yourself to enjoy it. The next card out is chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. You may be seeing a lot of geometric shapes coming up this week. If you do, that is a reminder to clear your chakras. You might want to listen to some chakra clearing music meditations on YouTube. Listen to them while you sleep. That will be very beneficial for you. It will help in allowing you to feel happy, to allow the happiness to come in and to not feel. It will help you to release the cloud. I feel like you've had a cloud over yourself in life just because you've been through so much. And I get that, right? It's very difficult when you've been through a lot in life to really fully allow yourself to be happy when happy moments come up. Because at some point, those difficulties that you were overcoming, right? It made your ego put up this wall that said you can never be happy. There will always be something else there to bring you down. There will always be something else there to worry about. And this week, you're really being called to release that, to do the work on clearing your chakras and opening yourself up to the joy again. To taking the lessons that you have learned from these difficulties of the past and knowing that you have all the tools at your disposal, that you are capable of making it through anything. Because you've already seen the worst of the worst. Your chakra cards out are 8 of Swords. Yeah, 8 of Swords. I thought it was upside down for a second. It wasn't. And the 7 of Cups. This is that chakra clearing. This is you being called to take the steps to free yourself from your own mental slavery, from your ego, right? Your ego built up these swords, these walls around you because of the past experiences. It made you feel as though you could not feel secure, feel safe, unless you were controlling everything, unless you were micromanaging everything. But this week, you're being called to release yourself from that mental prison. And when you do that, in doing so, my heart chakra just lit up for you. So many opportunities will open up for you if you take the time to do that work this week, over this next 7 days. So many opportunities will open up for you. And part of that mental prison, right? Maybe part of the mental prison that you're in is having so many options already and not knowing what to choose. Because look at the cups. I mean, you could choose great things, or there could be some other not so great things, right? But with life, even the not so great things lead us to beautiful miracles in the end. And this week, your angels really want you to know that whatever you choose, because I feel like you might have a choice at some point this week, whatever you choose, you can choose it knowing that whatever you choose will lead you to something happy, even if it doesn't seem like the best decision at first, right? The worst is now behind you, and you have the skills and tools to free yourself from any situation that you may get into. Remember to just take the time out to clear your energy so you can have a clear headspace. Try to stay in a positive vibe, not stressing about what has happened in the past or what may come in the future. Make whatever decision you have to make this week with an open heart, with an open mind, and it will lead you to more happiness in the future. So pile 2, these have been your messages. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below, please, and let me know your choices, what you've been trying to decide between, what you've been trying to free yourself from. And I will send you some positive vibes to help you do just that. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Group 3, you have brilliant idea. Your card says, Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action and bring your idea to fruition. This could be an idea that you have already been thinking about and considering, but you may receive some sort of epiphany. Can you see that lightning bolt? Some sort of epiphany about something that you want to do next. Maybe a next adventure that you want to embark upon. You're being called to call in your confidence with this yellow, your solar plexus. Muster up all your courage, your confidence, and to go after what it is, whatever this idea is. It could be relationships, it could be a new business idea, it could be taking up a hobby. While out of town, I'm gone for a while, so I had the idea. I went walking and I stumbled across a music store. So I thought, I've always wanted to take guitar. Why not buy myself a guitar, sign up for some lessons while I'm here, and I have the time to put into it before I go back home to my family. Maybe that's an idea that you've had, wanting to pick up an instrument. I don't know. Or maybe it will happen very serendipitously like that for you too, where you are not even thinking about it. You just stumble upon it and you think, should I do this? The answer is yes. Your next cards out are Thinker, 44 in reverse, and By the Book, 11. Archangel Uriel, first off, is going to be working very closely with you to bring in this idea or to help you act upon it if it's an idea that you've already had. And you have 2 master numbers here, so that also tells me that the ascended masters will also be around you. You might be interested in looking up ascended masters if you don't know who they are or what they are. You also might be interested in looking up angel number 44 and master number 44, as well as angel number 11 and master number 11. There may be some more messages there for you. But what this tells me is that you're really going, whatever this idea is, whether it's a past idea that you've had or a new epiphany that comes in this week, you're going to be really thinking about it and considering, is this stable? Is this secure? Does this make sense? And you're being called to follow it, to follow that calling. To not try to reinvent the wheel, to not try to do it any differently than the way that Archangel Uriel is bringing it to you. You're really being called to just not get too in your head this week about whatever this idea is, to allow to flow, right? To just allow it to flow as it is meant to flow and to ride that wave. Let's read these cards for you. 44. in reverse comes with a protection message. It says, you might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work right now. Yeah, whatever this idea is, you might be sitting there, or you may have already been sitting there for a long time trying to figure out exactly how it's supposed to work, how you will be able to get to the results that you want with it. And what this is telling me is that you're not going to be able to figure that out. There's only so much that the angels, your guides, your team are going to allow you to know right now. But right now you're just being called to take the lead on it and to take it one step at a time. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative. Exercise or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. Wow. How fitting is that? These two cards go together so perfectly. A brilliant new idea. And the thinker in reverse is talking about coming to your senses and an aha moment bringing new clarity. Whatever that's been on, something that's been on your mind, I want to say, for a while, you're going to get an answer about that this week. And you're really being called to follow it and go with the flow. 11s are about new beginnings. By the book. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you're striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works, and you will attract abundance. Right. Don't overthink this new idea. Maybe do some research on others who have already done it. And if there's no one who has already done it, then just follow the callings, the ideas that Spirit is giving you this week. They're not going to give you all the answers. You're not going to be able to know why everything has to happen a certain way. But what you do need to keep in mind is that whatever this idea is, it is in your best and highest good, and the best and highest good for all involved. So to flow with it, go with it. Your next card out is Beloved One. Archangel Chamuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. This could be an idea surrounding a relationship. You may have been praying for and hoping to bring in a soulmate type of relationship. That could be romantic, it could be friendship. Whatever idea comes to you this week, I feel like it's going to lead you. It's going to lead you into a new direction. And you might be afraid to follow that, but you're really being called to do just that, because eventually it's going to lead you to this soulmate connection that you have been craving. And this idea might not have anything to do, right, with a soulmate, with the relationship. But that's how Spirit works. They kind of take us in a roundabout way to get to what it is that we want. There are things that we have to experience and learn along the way. in order to finally get to the place where we want to be. And that's what they're doing with you this week. They're setting you on the course to this connection. You might meet them this week. You might not meet them for a year. But whatever this idea is that you get this week, it's going to lead you to that connection. Your next card out, your tarot cards are Three of Swords and the Page of Swords. Like I said, you could already be in some sort of relationship, and it could be weighing heavy on your heart. You may receive an idea, right? You may have been considering already to leave in search of something new. If that is how you have been feeling, then it's okay to do that. Know that that's okay. If that's not how you've been feeling, then that part does not relate to you. But that could be the new beginning, you know, releasing something that has not been working so you can set off on a new path and find what does work for you. This new idea could also be just finally releasing pain and heartbreak of the past. Right? The Page of Swords is all about setting out. Oh, you have two. Okay. I just got this. Page of Swords is also like, it's a beginning card. So you have two cards of beginnings. Maybe there's something in your life currently. It does not have to be a relationship, but there's something in your life currently where it is not stable. It's not giving you the stability and security that you seek. And you might just finally get to the point this week of being like, I need to do something different. You're being called to really follow that idea, to follow that action. There will be something this week that is brought to your attention, I want to say, that shows you where you have been unstable, where the insecurity does come from. The insecurity could be something from your past. It could just be you finally releasing whatever it was from your past so that you can open your heart and be ready for this soulmate relationship that is wanting to come to you. This could already be someone in your life that you're just missing because you are so blinded by what has already happened in your life. You're being called to really trim the fat this week. And Archangel Uriel and Archangel Chamuel are there to help you do just that. So, pile 3. What I want you to know for this week ahead. If you have past memories or even current situations that come up for you this week that remind you of some sort of pain that you have had, remind you, that make you feel insecure, make you feel like you don't have all the things that you are needing within the situation, be it a relationship, romantic, friendship, family, or career. You're being called to finally cut that out, to trim the fat, because once you do that and you embark on this new path of, I want to say, living for you, living for the things that you know that you need and you deserve, and speaking your truth. It will lead you to the soulmate connection, or even creating more stability within a current relationship. This could just be you honestly speaking about ish that is going on within a current relationship that you've been holding your tongue on. Because so often, right, we don't speak our truth because we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to cause a fight. But those are the very things that create the fights. They create the drama within relationships because, right, us holding in our emotions and our feelings about how we really feel creates resentment. It stalls the energy. And you're being called to no longer allow that to happen. So speak your truth this week, pile 3. Speak your truth about whatever it is that brings you pain, that brings you discomfort. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself or an idea that you may have because you think it will cause a fight, because you think you will be judged for it, or whatever it is. Speak up this week. Be your true self. Be your authentic self. And it will lead you to an amazing connection. Or rekindle, or build a stronger connection within something that's already in your life. So, pile 3, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye. Pile 2, your card chosen was sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. What this is telling me is that you're going to be receiving some sort of insight, and it will be through your clairsentient abilities. Whether or not, I'm getting the tingles as I say it, guys. Whether or not you realize you are clairsentient or not. We all are. Some of us are just more aware of it because we take the time to be more aware of it. Your emotions are going to be trying to tell you something. There's going to be something this week where you feel extra sensitive. And you're being called to honor them. You're being called to not just push them aside. Tell yourself that you're being dramatic or too emotional. You're being called to really allow yourself to feel them and to speak up on them if that is what needs to be done. Your next cards out are Clean It Up. 21 reduces to a 3. And Between Worlds, also a 3. What this tells me is that you will have Ascendant Masters working with you this week. They are helping you to move from one world to the next, right? You might be interested in looking up Master number 33 and Angel number 33. There may be some additional messages there for you that help you through whatever it is that you're going through this week. Clean it up. It can be very literal, right? It could be legit cleaning your space. And sometimes when we are extra sensitive to energies, it is because we are around too much clutter, too many people, overthinking even. So One tip for you this week is that if you are in those energies, it's to clean something in your house. If you're in a place of being anxious about something and you can't seem to figure it out this week, clean something. Do something mundane that gets you out of your head and overthinking things and overstressing it and puts you into more of a meditative state. Because in that space of being between the worlds, the answer will come to you. Also, make sure that you are taking care of yourself this week, eating properly, eating, as many healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables as you can, drinking enough water, and also sleeping if you are able to. I know sometimes the stress and worry can prevent us from sleeping and getting adequate sleep. But the flamingo, it gets its color, it gets its pink color from the food that it eats. So if it's not eating the right foods, it's not going to be this vibrant pink that we know it to be. And that is the same for us humans. So really take care of yourself, because right now you are between worlds. This week coming ahead, and probably even before this next week, you've been between worlds. I feel like you've been cleaning up things within your life. It could be energetically, it could be your own thoughts, it could be anxiety, depression. It could be deciding to move from one place to another place. Might as well just read these cards for you, so I've read them for everybody else. I can say the word correctly, by the way. 21. Okay. Relationship message. I'm being called to read that one for you. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours. To clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. You may have been called to pile 3. If you were, then this is validation that you should watch that. If you weren't, you can decide from here on out if you think you should watch it or not. If this has to do with the relationship that you're currently in, whether it's romantic, friendship, or work, you have been in this transitional phase. And to fully move into the next phase, you have to sweep away the cobwebs of your past, of past relationships, of even past things that have happened within this relationship, to allow yourself and the other person to move on, to move forward, unencumbered, right? Not counting the ways in which the other person has let you down. Not holding on to the ways in which you've let the other person down, even. Prosperity message says, simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. And that really makes sense with this sensitivity card. Maybe you are extra sensitive right now because you have been saying yes to too many things and not making enough time to take care of you. to take care of the small things that need to get done on a regular basis, right, in this human world, to make sure our lives run smoothly. This week you're being asked to take a time out, I want to say, so that you can take care of you, so that you can regroup and recenter yourself. Between Worlds says, relationship message. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. You might be in a relationship and wondering, when will this go to the next level? Will this last? Is this meant to be? You're being called to give those worries to the divine, to the universe. Let Jesus take the wheel. And to not rush it, to allow it to flow the way that it is meant to flow. Prosperity message says, in your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. That's beautiful. Maybe you're in sensitivity overload because you've really been overthinking something. If this is about career, you may have been drawn to pile 1 and 2 as well. If you had a hard time deciding, go back and watch those. If you weren't, then you don't have to, or you may choose to. It's up to you. We all have a choice. Whatever it is, though, remain curious and open to what may come in next. Don't get too caught up in the details this week. Don't let yourself overthink situations, words that were spoken or not spoken, actions that were taken or not taken. Take them at face value and flow. Your next card out, my gosh, relationship harmony. Wow. Archangel Raquel, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Wow. Legit, watch pile 3 if you're drawn to it. And this has to do with relationships. For you, that is. I mean, it's different for everyone, right? You're in this in-between phase. Within some sort of relationship. It could be within yourself. It could be romantic partner, friendships, or family, or even work. Allow the angels to open your heart as they are opening the hearts, the energy of the other people involved. I want to say that this week, you might be in this place of being like super sensitive and what's the phrase? I can't even think of it now. Shell-shocked, maybe, by past things that have happened, and thinking that they're going to happen again, or that, this person said this or did this last time and that's what's going to happen again, but that's not what's going to happen. You're really being called to let go of whatever has put you into this place of worrying or stressing. Because the angels, the universe, is helping you to bring in relationship harmony. It's helping you to move from this cloudy, stormy phase within a relationship, within yourself, into a beautiful, more brightly colored period and time frame. You might be overthinking something within a relationship this week and thinking that it means something that it's not. When you get into that energy, go do something that takes your mind off of it. Go clean, go exercise, do art, whatever it is that gets you out of your head. Your card's out. 10 of Wands and Death. You have endings and beginnings right here in 2 cards. How beautiful is that? Whatever you've been experiencing and dealing with that is putting you into empathy overload, sensitivity overload. Allow it to fall away. Allow yourself to put down those wands and to no longer carry the burdens. I really want to say that these are past situations that have put you into flight or fight mode. You no longer need to carry them because that phase is over and it's trying to end, and it will end if you allow it to. And on the other side is that sun. On the other side is the beautiful harmony that the angels are wanting to bring in for you. But you have to do your part, right? In bringing in that harmony and putting down those wands, putting down the worry, putting down the stressing, feeling the need to have to control and micromanage every situation, or else everything will fall apart. All you can do is focus on yourself. To clean up your own act, clean up your own thoughts. And in focusing on yourself and doing what you need to take care of yourself, right? Like that flamingo, eating right, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep. Focusing on that will clear the energy. Make way for the angels to do their job in bringing harmony to the situation, whatever it is. So pile 3, these have been your messages for the week ahead. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Get enough sleep. Put down those burdens because they are no longer yours to carry. Things are coming into harmony. Things will be bright again. It's beautiful. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you. Goodbye. Pile 5. I was only trying to have 4 piles, but Spirit had a different plan, so I had to go with it. The card that you chose is Clairsentience. Archangel Raquel, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. I mentioned clairsentience in pile 4. So if you're drawn to pile 4 at all, this is validation to watch that. If you are not, don't worry about it. But you are clairsentient. That means clear feeling, basically. Like you can, clear feeling. You might want to look up clairsentience if you don't know what it means. But with it being this red, it's hard to see it because of but with it being red, I feel like there is something that your body is going to be trying to alert you of this week that will probably be trying to alert you of a place, an area in your life that is not as secure and stable as it should be, or alert you to a way that you could begin to feel more secure and stable. The red, to me, reminds me of the root chakra. You may feel a bit ungrounded this week. Yeah, you may feel a bit ungrounded this week, but your body will be trying to help you to understand, decipher exactly what is making you feel ungrounded. And when we'll try to help you become more grounded within yourself. You're being called to really make sure you get outside and get some time out in the sun, get some fresh air, listen to nature sounds. If you're not able to get outside, YouTube has tons of grounding videos. But don't just ignore your emotions this week. Don't just ignore any recurring physical ailments that you might have this week. They're trying to tell you something. Your next card out is Observer. Wow. The first card said, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings. It might as well have said, observe your recurring physical and emotional feelings. 49. It reduces to a 4, which is all about stability. That's that security, the grounding that I was talking about. Let me read the card for you. 49. It says, it is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect with the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. Pile 4 also spoke about curiosity. So really go watch it if you're being drawn to. You may be having feelings, emotions, even physical pain when you are thinking about something in particular this week. You may get a headache. You may, all of a sudden just feel irritated or angry, upset. You're being called to really observe those and pay attention to those because they are trying to alert you to a situation that you've been asking for help in. There's something that you have been too connected to, that you're being called to take a time out and see things from a higher perspective this week. And that higher perspective is you can't know everything, right? All of the steps, all of the happenings won't come to you in this moment. All you can do right now is the next right thing. and to know that Spirit has your back. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. There may be things that come up for you this week that throw you off your game, sort of, that make you feel like this isn't what I had in mind. And no, it's not going to be what you had in mind, because your ego is going to tell you one thing, but our egos are never right? Only Spirit knows how to really get you to where it is that you want to go, and you have to allow them to take the lead. Let Jesus take the wheel. Wow. Your next card out is claircognizance. You are very spiritually in tuned, even if you don't realize it. It says, Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Wow. I don't know how much clearer those messages can be for you. Your body, your emotions, your thoughts are all coming in this week to help you to solve a problem that you have been asking for help with. It is your job this week to observe them, to allow them to come through. Maybe even write them down. They may be thoughts and things that have already come to you, but because you are so attached to something, you've dismissed them because it's not how you pictured it. You gotta let that ego go. Allow the universe to bring you the answers. Your next card's out. Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This is you being so in tune. This is your intuition. This is you following your emotions, observing them, allowing them to flow through you. And in doing so, you get this new beginning that you have been seeking This is like a new, fresh start in something that you've been wanting. This is your cup being so full, your heart being so full that it overflows. Maybe you've been wanting to start a new business and haven't known how to go around it. Maybe you have been thinking about making a career change and not knowing if it's really what you should do or not, wondering if it's going to be stable and secure. This could be a new relationship even. You could be having physical symptoms and emotions and an idea, right? To go after a new relationship. You're being called to really pay attention. Maybe there's someone around you who has been flirting with you and trying to get your attention, and you haven't even realized it, and you've been praying for a relationship this whole time. It's beautiful. Don't dismiss the thoughts and the feelings that are coming in for you this week, because they are going to lead you to something so very lovely. Whether that's the rekindling and the strengthening of a current relationship, a new friendship, even a job or career that will just make you feel so full and whole. My heart chakra just lit up at that one. So for someone out there, I do feel it's a job or career. something that is worthy of you, whatever it is that's coming in for you this week. It will be worthy of your heart, of your time, of your energy. And you'll know when it comes in, because your chakras from root to crown will be lit up. And you're being called to pay attention and to accept this gift from the universe, this gift from the gods. It's amazing, pile 2. That's a slip. Pile 5. I just said pile 2, so maybe also go watch pile 2 if you're drawn to that. I don't know what else to say for you here. Maybe I feel like you've maybe been like sitting around about something, questioning something, doubting something happening for you, questioning maybe even a current relationship. But this week you're really going to get some answers that, if you are paying attention, that will really help you to feel safe and secure in accepting whatever is being offered to you. Feel safe and secure in going after whatever is on your heart that you want to go after. You will have to apply it to your life as it fits, because we all have different things that are going on for us. Whatever it is, it's going to make your heart feel so full, so warm. I just got such a warming sensation. I'm happy for you, pile 5. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.